brought to you by KHS Bicycles, a full line of bicycles sold in 30 countries. Jensen USA, America's #1 online retailer of bikes and accessories, and Angel Fire Bike Park, the top-rated bike park in the Southwest. Welcome to this special postseason episode of Mountain Bike Mania. I'm Samantha McDonald. 2017 was full of fantastic racing that took us across the country, from the Pacific Northwest to the East Coast. Today, we'll give you a peek at some of the footage you may have missed. And later, we'll give out Mountain Bike Mania Wheelie Awards. But first, here are Mikey Hatterer and Ross McDonald to break down the winning Pro GRT runs and what gave certain riders an edge.
All right, 2017 Pro GRT starts in WINDROCK, Tennessee, over to Port Angeles, Washington, head back to Beech Mountain, North Carolina, off to Angel Fire, New Mexico, SNOWSHOE, West Virginia for national champs, KILLINGTON, Vermont, WINDHAM, New York, and finishing off with Mammoth Lakes, California. Now let's listen to a recap by Will Washam and me.
Nick Nesteroff on track right now.
Making his way down the hill. I think the California boys know they're safe.
Yeah, you can really open it up once you've kind of got out of that first 30 seconds. Nesteroff
Going
doing it
inside.
on that intense, yep.
Making the track no longer than it needs to be.
He's looking good so far coming into the steeps.
Don't mess this up, and he's got a little bit of time on Walton. Yep.
Able to lock that rear brake up. And he's up by 4 seconds.
That is quick.
Nesteroff, and he goes around that rock drop, opting to keep both wheels on the ground.
Just keeping it rolling.
And he triples.
First junior to triple. 55 feet to the knuckle.
I believe it, and Nesteroff,
Wow.
he does it.
Wow.
2:55, 2:7, Nesteroff taking the win, Steve Walton in second.
Next up, we got Caroline Washam, who is your wife, Will.
Yeah, she is, and tried to follow her on this track, and let's just say that I got dropped pretty quickly right about here in this rock garden.
So she's quick then, definitely. Looking a little smoother than Palermo already. She's hammering down. It's going way outside.
Nice and loose, too.
Better exit speed for sure. That's something to aspire to.
So up and over those, and oh wow, looking ahead, take notes. That is textbook form. So we got our split coming up. 8 seconds, Ross.
Another.
I can't even talk.
You get
I'm
nervous,
too nervous.
Huh?
Oh, she's pushed outside right here.
She recovers back to the other outside though. Set up real nice for this corner, and it's really steep into that corner too.
Oh man, you're just losing so much elevation every single foot down the track, but she's pretty much cleared all the technical bits now.
Let's see how she comes across the line. Take a look at that timer. 41.
So 3:41 for Washam. That puts her into the hot seat. Almost 3 seconds up on Angelina Palermo. Well, this next guy had a great run last weekend at Downhill Southeast. It's Greg Williamson riding for the Cube Global Action Squad.
Out of Inverness, Scotland. See what the Scotsman himself can do.
Already looking really quick. Wow, Williamson.
Pretty
smooth
wild.
on that cube.
Just letting go and see what kind of work the bike can do for him.
He had a big gap in that last rock garden.
Into the... Holy cow, he's...
So far outside. That was incredible. Look at the speed.
Railed that. Unreal. Making up seconds and half seconds on every corner. Just so much speed through the corners.
So
really.
Williamson, he's coming to the split.
What's the split? Oh!
He smashes it 5 seconds up on Klein at the split.
Man, I wonder if the riding where he's from is something like this. I know they have a World Cup out there, but he just looks unreal right now.
Williamson is on a tear, and he's got a lot of time to play with. You only think that he's going to extend this lead on the bottom half of the track.
Nico Mullally's old teammate from the Trek team.
37 on the speed trap. Wow.
Showing he has speed everywhere. Oh, almost throwing it away there.
Williamson, he's got to be feeling it now.
That's some adrenaline. But you can't think about what just happened. You just got to look forward and keep pushing until you're across that line.
Well, here he is, Williamson pushing down to the finish.
Does he have it? Oh my God.
What is a 44, 2:44.
8 seconds on Isak? Wow.
Williamson just laid down the hammer here at WINDROCK.
Moving on though, we got Ethan Shandro riding for that Trek team.
Yeah, I had the offspring of the formerly best Canadian downhiller
Andrew Shandry.
In the heyday of mountain biking. He's really letting Ethan kind of grow as a rider on his own.
Well, he's only 15.
He's definitely a good rider. He's got a good head in his shoulders, and wow,
almost 3 seconds
into Wallace, yeah,
wow.
Into his Canadian brethren right there.
And if he finished at 242, he might be under 240. We'll have to see how he rails these last ones.
Taking the inside there, just sliding it into that rut, catch rut, just barely making it in that corner.
Good compressions there. The timing is all good in his head.
And this is a new addition to the year, 240. Wow. He lost a little bit of time in the lower section, but still had enough to make up from the split.
That's so fast.
The reigning queen of crankworks and reigning national champ.
Ready to put the hurt down. She's been racing here for years, so it's her home track, more or less, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, this is the closest she's going to get to racing in her backyard, and she definitely, you know, she knows it's always her race to lose, but she still tries to push and still tries to improve with every round.
See if she can keep it upright in the mud.
She actually jumps in and practice with a lot of the pro men and tries to chase and follow their lines and learn from them in hopes of, you know, further improving. Whoa, throwing a foot out there, just going super
and she
pin.
slid a rock too.
Two-wheel drift into the Chunderdome.
Letting go now though. She made up some time on the split, so wow, under 3.
2:55, only woman to break 3 minutes today. Wow, that's a great run for Sprintner.
Moving on to Mitch Ropalato out of Utah. I wonder if he's used to the mud.
You know, Mitch is one of those riders that doesn't really let anything affect him when he's on his bike, whether it be an injury, whether it be him, you know, changing course conditions or, you know, or something, you know, just things that are out of control. He just kind of rides with such instinct and such talent that it usually tends to work for him. I mean, we saw him finally take home a Sea Otter dual slalom win after being the fastest guy on track for so many years.
So he's having a great year so far.
It's a great start to the year for him. He also chucked a ridiculous front flip on his trail bike at Dual Speed and Style in Crankworks, New Zealand. Just out of the blue. He said he hasn't done one in probably 5 years, and he did it clipped in on a trail bike.
Oh, wow.
And
he's gnarly.
stomped it.
Looking really fast and smooth, going inside, just leaning it in.
Sliding around on that V10.
God, I wonder what his PSI is. Holy cow.
He's definitely, like I said, he lets his talent kind of take over and sometimes.
Pulling up late there, but downsiding in perfectly fine.
Yep, and he's definitely got the legs at the bottom. Whoa, snapping that corner, that poor rear tire. Into the lead, though. 235.37.
Barely beating Magnus.
Glad to see the sun. I know Steve Walton's glad to see that as well from Corona, California.
Them California boys. Look at that, setting up a little farther outside for a smoother entry.
Oh yeah, that's right, Ross. That was a really nice line.
Full commit, doubling in, doubling out. See how he does through this little mud section here. Feet on. I think that's about all you can ask for.
Yeah, and you can see making a little turn there around those wet roots, probably a good move. And an outside right there where Damon took a foot off.
So, check out the split. Nice.
Walton 2.55 up with the high line in the rock garden right there, which sets you up really well for the on-off and over the tombstone.
Wow, he's just jumping all over the place. Nice and smooth from California. This section took out so many riders yesterday, that grassy corner in the mud. Fortunately, it seems to have burned in a little better today. But Stevie looking absolutely pinned.
Oh, and it worked out for him, definitely.
Yeah, wow, that's moving.
2:19.59.
See if Angelina Palermo can take that hot seat from her.
Palermo riding for Specialized and Dirty Harry's.
She finally got some riser bars on her bike, which means
look
at this.
Palermo letting it hang out, drifting it on that corner.
Dirt flying everywhere. So she has a little better position than I think this winter on her bike due to some of the modifications she's made. So Caroline Washington with the fastest split, but as we know, almost 3 seconds slower, but if she keeps it upright, she'll have a much better chance. Right?
Yeah, but you know, Angelina doesn't know what happened. Oh, sneaky line, little cheeky line right there through the trees.
Did Angelina do enough? Yeah.
And Palermo with a 3-minute flat, .87. So Angelina gonna take her first win in the Pro GRT Series.
Moving on to Bruce Klein, qualified 12th today.
Bruce riding for KHS Factory Racing. He's had some really good runs so far this year, and oh my goodness,
wow.
he is looking on a different pace right now.
It's been like 2 seconds and he's already down.
He was on the ground for about 3 feet before he took off again and completely doubled through that section. Amazing
on the
stuff
pedals.
from Bruce.
Definitely next level stuff right here.
Well, Bruce may be young, but he has got some serious man strength.
Nosing in.
Crushing this bike.
It's definitely clipped in, moving the bike around like that. Looking like a little bunny rabbit. 2 seconds faster than Colin Hudson, so things are looking good for Brucey here.
Klein on a run and clean through that section. You got to breathe a sigh of relief.
That was the high line too. That's the hardest thing on this course besides the mud, maybe. Come out to these corner jumps and going fast, so fast.
Klein sent that straight to flat at 31 miles an hour, the fastest speed trap.
Inside left there too, staying on the ground.
So there must be something to that line.
Yeah, maybe we haven't seen anyone do it yet, but we'll call it, I guess. Bruce just keeping it low and cranking in the grass sections. See what he can do on the rest of the hill here. It's all smooth from here.
I was gonna say, maybe you can take a little breather right there, just collect yourself and get ready to rip some berms.
Yeah, these are built so well, and the way it got ridden in by the riders, it's real nice. Oh, but he's in the grass.
Whoa, Klein with a little mishap right there. He was on such a burner.
Hopefully that doesn't slow him down too much. I mean, he still had carried such good pace through everything else so far.
Well, he roosted that last right-hander with authority, so he's right back
across
the
pace.
Line. What? A 2:13.96. Absolutely incredible stuff from Klein.
Our fourth Pro GRT brought us to Angel Fire, New Mexico. At 10,000 feet of elevation, we saw series leader Bruce Klein having fun in practice here. But in the junior experts category, it was Devin Kerr from Northern California, storming his way to victory on the longest track of the circuit. Devin showed us he has what it takes to go pro next year, so best of luck to him. For the pro women, we had Samantha Kingshill taking down the win. She won this race last year, becoming the youngest lady ever to win a Pro GRT. She sent every jump and beat out all the ladies here in New Mexico. For the pro men, we had Bruce Klein taking back-to-back wins from Beech Mountain all the way over to New Mexico in Angel Fire. The elevation showing that it did not affect him. He and Shane Leslie were in a close battle, with Shane winning qualifying, but Bruce going faster in the finals. Bruce would extend his lead over Shane in the overall points with only 3 races left to go. High fives all around for the boys. Great weekend out here in New Mexico. Taking a break from the Pro GRT series, we had national championships in Snowshoe, West Virginia. We saw Nick Nesteroff conquer all the elements of rain and mud to take home the title for the junior experts. Nick has one other title as national champ as a 15-16-year-old, but he finally did it in the older junior expert category, proving he has what it takes to move on to the pros. In the pro ladies category, we saw Jill Kintner defend her national title, bringing her total national champs count to 7. No woman has ever come close to the number of titles Jill has. And in the pro men, none other than Aaron Gwynn taking down his 9th national title, coming out here from California. He's actually never been to Snowshoe, West Virginia. Luca Shaw would go fastest in qualifying, but Aaron, being a master of figuring out tracks, pieced it together for the one time that it counted, the finals. He will be your national champ and wear the American sleeve on his jersey for the next year. We headed to the Northeast for the 5th Pro GRT at Killington, Vermont. We saw Steve Walton take down the win for the junior experts. He was here last year, but he did not take the win. Nick Nesteroff actually beat him out. But Steve, having figured out what was going on, there was a little bit of rain earlier on in the week. Steve figured out the track and took down the win. For the pro women, we saw Frida Roning defend her win from last year here at Killington, making it 2 in a row. All the way from Norway. She's been studying in North Carolina and is familiar with the East Coast dirt. With the target on her back, she knew she had to go really fast and beat out Angelina Palermo, who was the winner of the Beech Mountain Pro GRT. In the Pro Men category, we saw Dakota Norton from Michigan risk it all on a strange little gap instead of going off the wooden feature. He said that was the key to his success, but a lot more goes into racing. So you know he was absolutely pinning it through all the corners and every little section of the track, riding for Morpheus bikes. This would be his first Pro GRT win, something he's very excited about, and he's experienced a lot of great success on the World Cup circuit since.
Winners right there.
We headed over to Windham, New York for the final East Coast Pro GRT, where they used to hold a World Cup, so all the riders love coming here. It's one of the gnarliest tracks on the circuit. For the junior experts, we saw Camilo Sanchez Salazar coming from Colombia, training with some of his teammates. Definitely figured it out really quick, took the win. We saw Frida Roning again, 2 in a row Pro GRTs, take it down for the ladies. She had some good momentum. She did not do well here last year because her ankle was hurting, so it probably felt really good to come back and take the win. Again from Norway. We saw Bruce Klein extend his points lead and take a second place, but the winner on the day was Rafael Gutierrez, also from Colombia, making it a junior expert pro double win for Colombia. Rafael completely on another level. Shane Leslie and Bruce Klein said they followed him in practice and they couldn't keep up. He was just on a different level this weekend. So hats off to Rafael and best of luck wherever he decides to race the rest of the year. Final Pro GRT over in Mammoth Lakes. Take a listen as Ray and I recap. What do we got here first, Ray?
Oh, Trevor Boldy, Nevada local.
Isn't he your intern?
Yes, he is. He's Cam Zink's little Grom. He's definitely been learning quite a bit from Cameron. Couldn't find the flow in qualies, but he said he was just going to let her eat for finals.
You're getting a little loose there in the rocks.
Yeah, this is his first race back. Trevor had a clean sweep at Sea Otter. Yeah, one junior slalom, one junior downhill, just cleaning up. And then 2 weeks later broke his back and has spent the season on the couch.
So this is his first race back.
First race back, man. It's amazing to see him out ripping it and getting it.
Looking colorful there.
Yeah.
Check out the split. We got Matthew Sterling going fastest, but Boldy putting 5 seconds into the bloke.
Yeah, Trixie is definitely one to lay it down when it counts.
Jumping out by the tree, too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he said he did some runs with Bruce Klein this morning and definitely sorted out a couple little things. He was
Holy!
Sending it into that chute. Damn.
He's definitely, you've been riding with Bruce, that's for dang sure.
Yeah!
That is so fast, 3:31. Take a look at that huck at the end.
Oh my, that chute is straight down.
Here's our top qualifier, Bruce Klein.
Full throttle out of the gate.
Oh boy, he knows it's on the line here. If he wins, he wins everything. For all the marbles.
Look at that, carrying some great speed through those rocks.
That was unreal.
Yeah, this kid is all throttle, man. He's a human two-stroke. I've never seen him not stoked beyond belief.
Fully gassed out. Dude, this is so fast.
Hanging it out, man. Really putting it on the line. He definitely wants this title.
That extra long KHS bike working for him there.
This is great to see.
What? What? Stealing Gwynny's lines.
Wow. Oh, and pulling on Shane.
Just a tiny little bit.
Really risking it for the biscuit here.
Back on the gas.
Yeah, and put down the watts. He definitely has the leg power, so we'll see if he can keep that.
Wheeling out of corners. He's going to want this bad.
Yeah, what? Doing this end.
44.
Full commitment.
He was committed before the shoot.
Oh.
He's got to have that in the bag. Wow.
Boy.
Number one.
Boy.
Wow.
Look at that, and he seals the season.
The overall, the match, everything.
Is the national title, man.
Are you ready? Because it's time for our MTBMania Wheelie Awards.
Up.
Nice save.
That's all for this special edition of Mountain Bike Mania. For all our crew and our sponsors, I'm Samantha McDonald. Thank you for watching.
Now! Get off the flipping course!
Mountain Bike Mania is brought to you by KHS Bicycles, a full line of bicycles sold in 30 countries. Jensen USA, America's #1 online retailer of bikes and accessories, and Angel Fire Bike Park, the top-rated bike park in the Southwest.